All right, guys, welcome back. We are back on the Camaro, trying to get her to run so we can take it out and put it against the Ford Mustang over here. It would be really nice to cruise those two side by side. As you know, last time you saw this car, we put on the new wires. I looked at the plugs; they're pretty junk. What we're running here, NGK. I'll try and figure out. We got a part. There we go. Stock number 3332. They're not a hard process on this. Other cars, it can be a real pain in the butt, but you can see on this, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a little tough, but if you reach back in there, it's really not too bad. It's more so just trying not to get your head hit on that. And then on this side, since we don't have AC or anything, again, you see the 1, 2, 3, 4. Really easy on this. It's not a hard car. What you're gonna need, you'll need a spark plug socket. I like to have an extension. If you don't have one of the ratchets, you can use this. This is a 3/4 inch, goes right over it. Spark plug sockets generally have rubber in them. This has a little bit of a magnet on it to hold the plugs when you're pulling it out. And you can always use one of these. This is my weapon of choice right here with a little extension. So with that, let's go ahead, pull a couple out, compare a new versus old, and then we'll give her a startup. All right, guys, here we go. This is what I pulled out. You can see it's got a little bit, but that's not really the plug's fault. That's from sitting in some moisture. Here's the old plug. I'm having some concerns about what was recommended. As you can see, hopefully you can see, let's get it like that. This one is a little bit shorter. I'm gonna try it. This is what's supposed to be in that car. This is what was in that car. And you know, it's never run well, so I'm gonna try it. I do not like how much bigger this is than this right here. And with this one, we're gonna need the bigger. You can see that one has the rubber in it. I had the rubber, but then the blazer, so like, look at that. It sticks in it, but it gets really difficult to, once it's in there, it'll pull right off. So what we're gonna show you here, you'll need one of these. You'll see these by the checkouts. This one was from O'Reilly. You see all the little numbers on it. What you wanna do is start at the small end and head to the big end. This should be like a 0.035 or a 0.4. So you take this, see how we're starting on the 0.02 and we're sliding it over here. So these are just shy of 0.4. So if you need to, you can open them up a little bit. These came pre-gapped. I'm sure over time these were supposed to be a 0.035. They've worn out a little bit. Let's check this new one. These are pre-gapped as well. And we're barely making it to right there. So I'm gonna try and get this plug in and we'll let you know how it goes. Again, the big difference is, let's go right there where these two rest. Can you see that? This one is shorter on the thread, but it's still coming up and firing to the same spot, but this part right here is bigger. I don't know if it's gonna matter, it's not gonna matter. I don't really understand, but we're gonna try it because this was what was recommended. If this doesn't work, we're gonna try E3 next. All right, guys, we're gonna show you how easy it is. I got a lot of messages recently on a Suburban spark plug fix video, or replacement, I guess. We're gonna show you how easy it is. Cami has never done a spark plug before. She's watched me do a couple, and she's gonna attempt to take out this last one right here. It's gonna be probably a pain in the butt because the way the manifold comes up over. But let's go ahead and go step by step for some of you guys out there. I hate to see you paying several $100 to have your plugs changed when you can do it. So go ahead, get her started there. First thing she's gonna do, remove the boot. Okay, good. She got that one off. We're gonna go ahead and pause, get the tool set up. Record. Here we go. Here's Cami. What are you checking right now?
See if it's going the right way.
What are you trying to do here?
Trying to see if it's going left or right.
You want it to go which way?
Left. This is the wrong way. This way.
There you go. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Live by those for the most part. So now she's got to make sure she slides this up over, and it's going to be really in there pretty good. She broke it free and did not break her knuckles. So that is a good sign. She prefers to pull the socket off and undo it by hand. I am the one that leaves it on, and usually I have an extension on, but with these aftermarket parts here, we're not able to. So let's bring it over here to our table. That is number 4 here. And let's just kind of take a look at this bank. Do you want to gap it? Show them how you gap it. And we're checking to make sure it matches all the others, because maybe we had a bad plug. No, it's right around 37, 38. So these are all the same. I don't see anything too crazy. Do you see anything too crazy here? We're looking for discoloration. That one looks pretty good, a little white.
That one has a little rust at the bottom.
That one's not bad, as long as it's not rust in the cylinder. That one doesn't look white. That was cylinder, the back cylinder there. How does this one look? Those two aren't white. So I'm thinking these two weren't getting as much fuel as these two. So, all right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna grab this last plug and we'll pull it out of the box, check it really quick. Same thing, you're gonna use this right here, check it. Just be careful with it. You don't want to be too rough with it. And there's your...
I don't ever open the box is good. This one is...
right before 0.035. Good enough.
Yep.
All right, and like I said, normally if you buy the exact same plugs, you won't have to switch from the 13/16 one to the 5/8. And let's get over there, we'll get it started, and then we'll have her put her in. All right, so we got the spark plug started. What are you checking here?
See if it's going the right way. And I switched it and it's going to the right.
All right, and you probably want this off, if it'll come off. We got the plug started by hand. Put that on there. It's tight with the ones with the rubber inside them. They are very tight. Let's see if we can get down in. Oh, we can't with the manifold there. Let's check something here. You should have probably been in there already. All right, now I think you're on it. You were off it, and the resistance you were feeling was from the rubber sliding around. All right, that's probably good. Now, when you reinsert, you kind of got to wiggle it back and forth like that to get it off.
Then pull it out.
Now when you reinsert the boot, let's see if we got it quiet enough in here to hear that click. I can't do it with my left hand. See if you can slide it on and hear it click straight in. I'll try it with my right. All right, guys, I bumped end. We got that on there. We have this other bank to do. Hey, Cammy. How many spark plugs does an inline 6 Cummins have?
0?
Cammy, why does it have 0?
Because it's the Cummins.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because of this right here?
Is this a diesel?
Because it's a turbo diesel. For you guys out there, this does not have any spark plugs, so don't let anyone try and sell you Cummins spark plugs. It is all off compression. That's why they are tough to start. There's a lot of pressure in there that comes off the pump, and then it's all done off compression, and the explosion knocks the cylinder down, spins her around, does it all again. It's a lot different than the Camaro over here. The Camaro over here is a lot easier to turn too. That's why this only has one huge battery. It should have 2. The other Cummins I got has 2. We're going to go ahead and get this other side. I have a feeling this side's going to be a little tougher with the brake booster and stuff, but we'll get it. We'll get back with you here at the end. I think it's time for me to order a new air filter. I think it needs a red one. Maybe that's why it's not running good. I mean, take a look at this. What stands out to you? The dirty white paper filter. Come over here to Frostbite. And just look what a difference. Of course, it also has a dress-up kit, but it is really dirty. Look at that red filter. It just looks good. What do you guys think? Should we get the red filter? I think so. Let's get these last couple plugs knocked out. All right, guys, been less than a week. Let's go ahead and see if it fires. It seems like with this Phytec, I got to give it a little gas. Smells like it got a little flooded there for a minute. There we go. She's not very good cold. I don't know, we gotta probably get in there and raise up the cold. That sounds really good. Guys, that sounds really good. It was at idle that it sounded terrible. If you don't want to stink like exhaust, I'd probably step out into the fresh air. I still feel a little stumble. But I'm not hearing any pops in the exhaust like I was, but it's also not warm. Alright guys, you can probably hear the fan. It's really stinky. We let her idle. Idle did improve a little bit. I'm starting to wonder if I'm not maybe low on fuel a little bit or something. Beautiful car. I think next steps is to give it a bath. Pull it out, do a little photo shoot with it, take it for a drive, see how it does. It did not like cold idle. It's got to be something else we're missing. It still feels a little off. It's got a bigger shake than it should, and it doesn't have a cam. At least I don't believe it has a cam. Doesn't sound like it does. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you have an old car or a gasoline powered car and you're going to change some plugs, feel free to give it an attempt. Worst case scenario, you have it towed and then you end up paying a ton, but I think you'll have a successful time. It's not hard. Just make sure they click on the boots. Where's my finger? The boots click onto the plug and you should be good to go. I'm going to turn off this fan. It's just too loud. Just make sure you take your time, have everything ready, everything laid out. And my tip to you, do one at a time. If you pull off all these wires and get it switched, it'll run worse than it did before, more than likely. But with that, if you can, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for the help, Camo.